Callin Pinhead.
And hello, we are live. Welcome to Talking Pinheads, the one day that where we get to talk about wherever we want to. I'm your host, JetSparks373, and I know one thing. We always feel a little nostalgic about a lot of things. So to start this off, until more panels decide to come in, here we go, and sending the link now. So it's right there. And just to start things off, I'm just feeling a little nostalgic because, man, I actually also have the disc, but this is just like a random upload from YouTube. So let's try it out. This is actually an old advert. I'm just gonna EFAP it a bit.
I just got into Xbox Live. I have this really great high-speed connection, and I was playing one-on-one NFL Fever against some other players from around the country. Now, my gamer tag, my online ID is Dark Master.
And all this stuff, it just screams like, all the tropes of early 2000s, but this is extremely inaccurate to what the kind of stuff you would even expect, even back then. Like, it is not, gaming culture was not like that. Oh, and of course, welcome one and all, True Dat Games.
Hey, Jet.
Hey, Drew, how are you?
Trying to adjust my volume again. Here, there we go.
All right.
So I'm not blowing my ears out.
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about blowing. I know I got myself some new earphones that wrap around. Because I think one of the ones on the old earphones I had just started giving out on me, so I decided to snip that one off.
Because the problem with my laptop is when I do things like this and I come in, everyone is this fucking loud. And then when I go back to playing Skyrim with PC mods, my companions are going, well, fuck, I got to turn the volume up again.
Well, that's extremely weird about how the audio equalization goes on there. But I'm gonna ask you this, Drew. Have you remember this old ad?
I saw this recently on YouTube when I was looking at old gaming. Well, I think it was a top 10 like weird thing that Watch Mojo did or something like that, or somebody like that, of top 10 gaming commercials or something.
Oh, okay,
Or like weird things. And I'm like, well, and I saw this in their top 10. I'm like, why do I remember this?
Yeah. It's crazy. I actually have the old like game disc. I actually have let me see. I actually have it right here in this ring binder here. If I can do this without like snapping my cord. Yeah, this entire ring binder here. This contains a lot of old Xbox, original Xbox games. You got, this advert is the one that this disc is on.
Shit, all of that stuff is out of arm's reach now since I moved shit around again.
Yeah, I got DOA 3, Destroy All Humans 2, GTA San Andreas. Can't really.
Yeah, most of the stuff I have for the original Xbox is things like Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Knights of the Old Republic, other Star Wars games, Madden, 2K Baseball, the original Forza, Championship Bowling. Which a fun fact about that game, I found that like at a clothing store.
Yeah, like Goodwill.
No, it's kind of like a knockoff of Macy's here. Here in Minnesota.
Okay, I see. But let's see if we're gonna do this. We'll do this kind of stuff EFAP style and just pick apart in certain things.
I was masking my voice.
You can use your
playing one-on-one NFL Fever against some other. I just got into Xbox Live. I have this really great high-speed connection, and I was playing one-on-one NFL Fever against some other players from around the country. Now my gamer tag, my online ID is Dark Master. I was masking my voice. You can use your real voice, or you can pick from a list of voices. I was just being friendly. I mean, I'm not one of those game guys that gets like totally absorbed, you know.
No, of course not.
Well, not exactly. We're about to see.
Taste it! Yeah! We're going down!
That's gotta hurt.
You want some more? Oh, you like that, do you?
Watch me go. Oh yeah, everybody goes down.
Yeah!
Yeah.
First of all, high-speed connection in the early 2000s. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this was the beginning of broadband internet. Not as like we didn't have anything. I mean, back then we still had to wire the Xbox up to something, or you had to plug it directly to your modem, or do it like share PC style, like you had to connect it to the computer and then connect it to the router.
I think somewhere around 2003 or so, my family finally got internet, but it was dial-up.
Oh.
Yeah, so high-speed internet, okay, not in our household. If you wanted to use the internet, you couldn't call anybody. And if you were on the phone, guess what? You weren't going to do anything on the internet.
Yeah. I remember back when we had AOL a long time ago, but heck, we didn't get broadband internet, at least in my grandparents' house, until like 2006 or 2007. We didn't get it back. I mean, for a long time, all they had was like, or maybe we did have it. Maybe they did have internet. They just didn't have a computer to use it on. But yeah, I mean, well, it started getting a tad. We started getting a tad bit better, but it still wasn't all that fast. You know, just kind of like little, like sort of like vague memories I got to replay back through my head. But when I first like saw how fast the internet can be, my dad had worked in IT for like 20 years, and I mean, back when I was like 9 years old, he was like, bring your kid to work day, and he let me play. And I mean, back then it was all about playing Flash games on like CartoonNetwork.com or Nick.com. I mean, yeah, believe it or not, any other younger viewers who might eventually watch this later, yeah, YouTube didn't exist back then. Either that, I mean, the only other thing that was sort of like a precursor to that was AdamFilms.com, I think.
And that was still right before even Netflix still, so.
Yeah, right before they started doing streaming and whatnot. But
or anything. Because I think Netflix also used to have physical rentals at first.
Oh, yes, I think. Yeah, my dad, I think it might still be strapped somewhere in the house somewhere. Heck, or my dad might still have the DVD. He actually rented the movie The Final Countdown from Netflix. It's a movie where, you know, an aircraft carrier gets transported back in time to World War II.
So sounds interesting.
Yeah, I remember. I know my dad could probably explain the plot a whole lot better because he really loved that movie.
Pretty soon, I had like the highest score in the country. Master. Actually, I think there was one other person that was above me. I mean, hey, it was no big deal. Oh, I don't think so. So I decided to be fun to contact.
Yeah, but hold on a second. Yeah, we got Crusher, and also 4 spaces down, we got Thrasher, apparently.
Sleeping Giant, Buffalo Soldier. Okay.
Yeah.
Lord Chaos, something calm, I guess.
Oh, I think his name was .com, I think. And you won't believe some of the people are and where they're located. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, it was no big deal. Oh, I don't think so. So I decided to be fun to contact this guy and challenge him. All right, how about it? Crusher.
Greetings, Sportmaster. I'm Crusher. We'll see who gets crushed, Crusher.
Yes, and another thing about original Xbox Live was good old voice masking. I know most people probably don't remember that. I never even used the feature because even back then, I remember using Xbox Live only once on the original Xbox. But again, I was a 9-year-old kid and didn't understand how all that stuff even worked.
I didn't start using Xbox Live till the Xbox One.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, it was a tad bit earlier. I mean, I never truly got into like online gaming until about like Halo 3. And I've been gaming online ever since. So yeah, there you go.
The same here with Xbox One for me.
Yeah, and I know it's just like all this voice masking stuff. I mean, I think there's like another alternate version for like the PAL regions where it turns out our friend Crusher is actually just a little girl.
That reminds me about trolling. Here's a fun story. Evidently, there were trolls around the time the Titanic sank. In other words, they were using the wireless beep 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 thing to troll each other. Like, for example, sending messages claiming you were one ship, but you were another ship, and you had no way to know who was actually saying it.
Wow! Even back then, in the days
Yeah.
of the telegraph, people were doing that. Wow!
Yeah, they were trolling each other, which is why when I think it, I don't remember the name of the ship that went to save the people from the Titanic. At this point, I should know it, but
yeah, I think it might be mentioned in the movie, but I don't know.
Well, I've seen some documentaries on YouTube recently, so I should know it because I've heard it recently. But evidently, they sent a message to the Titanic saying they were coming, or no, correction. The Titanic sent the message that they were sinking. The ship receiver of the ship that wound up going to save them was taking that message to the bridge, and the captain had gone to sleep apparently, so it was just the bridge officers, and they're like, someone's trolling you. The Titanic isn't sinking, it's the Titanic. And then first of all, the person on the Titanic was evidently a friend of his, so he knew him and trusted him. So he went right to the captain's quarters, kicked in the door, and handed the message to him, pissing off the captain.
Wow. So,
yeah.
Wow, I cannot believe it. Even back then, there are some trolls, but actually that troll actually cost 1,500 lives. So the person doing that, good job. No. I really hope they're actually the special place in hell for you, pal.
Let me explain. There was no trolling here. Trolling did happen back then, but the officers on the bridge of the rescue boat knew of the trolling and thought that this was a troll, which it was not. So the telegraph operator went to his captain, gave him the message. The captain got it, and the captain went, "Is this real?" And he went, "Yes." Then he told his officers, "Let's go." And they made a beeline for where the coordinates were that they were given of the Titanic. So there was no trolling here that happened, but trolling did happen back then, which is why the officers thought the Titanic isn't sinking. Yes, it was, motherfuckers.
Once again, like, yeah, you think something can be unsinkable. Yeah, well, guess what? Nature just basically proved you wrong.
Yeah, but that's what I thought of just now when when we thought of trolling and voice masking. That made me think of trolling with telegraphs.
Yeah, I can't believe people even did that. That's crazy that people did that with the telegraph back in the day.
Well, it's probably just human nature then.
Yeah, just to mess around people for the sake of a cheap laugh. It can be fun at times, but then again, if you constantly do it, it's gonna get very, very grating. And
it's like the boy who cried wolf.
Yep, and guess what? Eventually, when you do it too many times, people are just gonna ignore you. But when the danger really comes, yeah, you're gonna end up like the shepherd.
You're gonna be call people like racist and white supremacists.
Oh yes, yes, and ironic that you would call somebody like young Ripa a white supremacist. Heck, I even got into I even got into like I think I got into it. I mean, I've been replying to stuff. I've been getting replies from days about something on like Instagram about certain things, like, you know, like the whole, like, it's some post about saying, like, you know, if a chick loses her virginity, she's used up. If it happens to a guy, he's a status symbol. Look, I only said that, yeah, people shouldn't just give themselves over freely and openly to other people. Otherwise, you're gonna not really end up all that happy. And of course, there are some people, and I'm pretty sure a good majority of them were people who did this were basically chicks, obviously telling me stuff. And even then, I already know one thing. I just know that since I'm kind of glad I'm not in a relationship, I kind of feel like I'm kind of safe from all this stuff. And that's why it's pretty much not even really kind of worth it dealing with all this kind of crap anyway.
All I know is that playing double standards is stupid.
Yeah. But let's continue on with
Yeah.
with this nostalgia here.
The kick is away and the game is on. He made it into the end zone.
You're so cheap.
Your puny efforts amuse me, Porkmaster.
Not much there.
Come on!
It's the end of the game.
I think I lost the football game. How about a different game, homeboy? Well, anyway, one of us
41-3.
suggested playing a different game.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think the Seahawks pretty much. I think the only time the Seahawks really did well was when like the Super Bowl I forget
Against
when
the
it was.
Broncos. I remember it was legalized murder in my household.
Yeah, it was it was 35 and 35 to it was like 43-8 in that game. Holy
When
crap.
that game started, the ball snapped over Peyton Manning's head, and back then I was a Peyton Manning and Broncos fan. I'm like, I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, but I know one thing. At least when like Peyton Manning when he said he would win more Super Bowl, he said, "That's it, I'm going to retire," and he thankfully did that. But too bad that ain't going to be happening with Tom Brady anytime soon. I think he's still going to keep kicking. I think he still needs to add a few more Super Bowl wins and rings to his collection.
He's got more fucking Super Bowls than the Steelers alone at this point.
Huh.
And the whole Steelers franchise.
Yeah, and we already know they pretty much they even deflate footballs for him. So
Well,
basically, Tom Brady is essentially a god.
It's not hard to do in the Florida heat, although I don't know if it's the opposite effect in heat versus cold. I don't remember science right now.
Yeah.
Bring it on, dark gas
But then again,
bastard.
science will get me canceled, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I know one thing. I think I even responded to a post on Twitter, like, what if Xbox Live, if original Xbox Live came back online, what games would you want to play? And I said one of them was
A
this
team game might be fun. And then some friends that I met
Mega
online
Solid.
might want to play. You see, Xbox Live has this Optimatch feature, lets you easily find players all over the country who like the same games and levels. I got some boys here who'll make you wish you were never born. I've got Arctic Avenger,
Dark Master is in trouble.
Buffalo Soldier,
Oh, Dog Monster Man.
.com,
I'm a Dog Master.
and Sleeping Giant.
What? Wake up! Is what's hurt?
Right. Let's kick some tail.
Yeah, just all the last dude, Sleeping Giant. Yeah, he's your your neighbor. Yeah, playing with your neighbor.
To answer the question of what game would I play on the original Xbox if it came online and I could connect it to my Wi-Fi, Medal of Honor European Assault.
Nice. I think
Which I still have because I remember playing the hell out of that with my brother and pissing each other off intentionally, camping with sniper rifles, just trying to pick each other off on every map.
Yeah, I think I remember playing the demo for that game, like one of those official Xbox magazine demo discs.
That was probably the one shooter he and I played together the most from the original Xbox.
Yep. Oh, the memories. But again, I know I remember also playing Mech Assault, like at least playing Split Screen with my dad. Real good bonding experience. But it could have been crazy to actually. I think I actually only played it only a couple times online also. And what didn't have the thing, but it's just playing it split screen with a family member. That was just another good moment, just to bond with your dad, with your family, your father.
I think my dad tried getting into like the Xbox and PlayStation games with the PS2, the original Xbox, and the GameCube and whatnot, but he had a hard time with doing it because most of our memories were playing King of Virginia Major League Baseball on the Super Nintendo with him, which he loved. He tried getting into the newer systems at the time. He's like, these controls make no fucking sense.
Yeah, and I know one thing. I mean, still, I play games like Mario Kart, and I know Dad also. We also then got the Sega Dreamcast, and for some weird reason, my dad just decided to just give it away to my uncle and just let my cousin play with, let my cousin have it.
That's kind of what happened with the Atari 2600 when my parents got married. As my mom and dad told me, they were gifted an Atari as a wedding gift, but then they later got rid of it before they had me. So
Wow, bad timing there.
Yeah. And my mom told me this, fortunately, when I was like in my 20s. So, fortunately for me, I knew enough to respond. But unfortunately for her, is also around the time my sarcasm was really coming out because of her and dad. So,
boy.
at the time, I said to Mom, really? You sold the Atari 2600 right before you basically got pregnant with me? Thanks.
Yeah. You could have just. I mean, I love just like cool things like like when parents pass down nice, like really cool things, like especially like a game console to their kids. It's always a nice little touch.
And that's one thing that I took away from that. I still have my N64. I still have my GameCube. I don't generally get rid of my old systems. On the off chance that maybe I will meet someone nice and have a family one day, then I'm going to go, here, kid, have this N64 and throw it at them.
Yeah, just play with it. Yeah, don't give your kids smartphones.
Don't give your kids phones, period.
Yeah. Hey, Phil,
Phil.
you want to come in and join us?
Get in here, Phil.
Okay, let's try. I know they just used like a whole bunch of pre-rendered like just random clips from the game.
Whoa, come on. All right, Buffalo Soldier, cover me.
The generic sound effects.
Look out. Oh, no. Get back.
Dark day for Dark Master.
We just barely lost. I think I just got tired, and I had an exam the next day I was busy thinking about. It was all right, though. It wasn't like I was all distraught or anything about losing, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Not exactly. But yeah, right here. .com was being brutally honest without even trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It was all right, though. It wasn't like I was all distraught or anything about losing, you know?
Why?
I mean, it would have been nice to have won, but hey, you win some, you lose some, right?
Well, I don't know much about all that, but as long as you can fit into that chicken suit, the job is yours.
you know your life now. You know your life sucks if you're interviewing for that kind of job.
That reminds me, in one WWE game, they in the single player career mode, you had to dress up as a chicken suit as a punishment for like pissing off Vince McMahon with your character.
And speaking of which, I actually heard he retired finally. Or
yeah, I heard that during Friday Night Tights when I watched that like in the wee hours of the morning this morning because I slept through it because I was really tired. But as brought it up, I'm like, well, I guess we're talking about that on Breaking Rocks on Sunday too.
Okay, yeah,
because that's not just major news; it's Vince fucking McMahon.
Yeah, and even I'm not sure if Josh has like heard. I know he's been kind of like inactive from time to time. But yeah, since he and Hayden Nate are big like WWE fans, yeah, they're definitely gonna talk about it. I think even World Class Bullshit is gonna talk about it sometime next week.
It's gonna make me want to pay attention to Raw probably on Monday to see if anything fucking changes.
Oh yeah, and also I think this is just a random thing from the Critical Drinker. Yeah, I had no idea, but I guess this is apparently a thing with Resident Evil, this show. And yeah, apparently Lance Riddick is supposed to be Albert Wesker apparently in the show.
So they're race swapping characters, or
apparently, look, Lance Riddick is good as Silence in Horizon Zero Dawn. Why? But of course, this is made from people who don't know crap about the source material.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm only familiar with Resident Evil from the games.
Yep. Here's another one promotion.
I am now loading Acclaim's Revolt.
I will soon experience complete oneness with an interconnected global community of game warriors.
Yeah, apparently that game that he mentions that actually was never released. I mean, they show some promotion, they show some footage of the game, but like I said,
all of these were airing like in 2001, right?
Yeah, at least 2001, early 2002.
I was like a sophomore in high school during this time.
I was pretty much almost like just finishing up first grade when like the Xbox was like starting out.
I can feel the energy flowing through the high-speed Ethernet cables.
Dude, who are you talking to? Are we gonna play or what?
Patience, Grasshopper. One must learn before one can dominate.
Forget that, let's play!
Yeah, this dude looks like the type of person that'd be the epitome of that thing that from CSI. So yeah, this guy totally looks like he's still somewhat they still think he's living in the 90s a little bit. Some over-the-top edgy kid. And his name, glory, praise be to Chuck. Yes, that's literally this guy. That's literally the dude who's yelling his name.
Chuck?
His name is Chuck. Yes.
I have an uncle that has that first name.
I was
born
ready.
I have an uncle that has that first name. Well, it's actually Charles, but we call
him
Chuck.
It's just a nickname for it. It's like Bob is just short for Robert.
My name is Chuck. You cool, dumb master?
Praise
be to Chuck.
It was way easy. Just took a couple of minutes and we're good to go. Once you've signed up, you never have to do it again. Plus, you get to pick your gamer tag. You know, your online identity. Mine's Dark Master. I play every game as Dark Master. And people are starting to recognize who I am.
Oh, no, not Dark Blister.
Yep, I'm getting kind of a reputation for my superior skill.
Dark Blister.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, exactly. But again, I know like another YouTuber's torn this kind of promotional video apart.
Anyway, this is the matchmaking screen. You can choose Quick Match, which will hook you up with any available gamer, or you can be more selective and use Optimatch. Optimatch lets you find the right game at your level or style, or you can host a match where you set all the criteria. For your first race, let's just jump in and do a quick match. Hit it, Grasshopper.
My name is Chuck.
Okay. Chuck. Pick a car.
I mean, this is so easy. Well, what's up with this?
Oh, well, this is the lobby.
Wouldn't like Dark Master, aka his real name is Matt, wouldn't he not know that his friend's name? Just like, dude, come on, don't be a douche.
See how there are all these people hanging out? We have Thrasher, Roadhog, there's Oil Slick.
Oh, cool.
Cool. What's so cool, Dark Master?
Dude, they can hear me, and I can hear them.
That's the coolest thing about Xbox Live, the voice. Grasshopper's got his Xbox communicator, and so does Roadhog and Oil Slick. And anyone else who's playing can use one too.
Whoa. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Exactly.
Oh, did you hear that guy, Oil Slick? He sounds like a good racer.
That's another thing that rocks about
voice. Yes, and of course, the idea that that old notion of girls don't play video games. Guys, just stop, please. Don't do. I don't want to hear that whole get in the kitchen, because believe me, the kind of insults you see in this promotional video, once again, this is not how actual online gaming. It's not an insult you hear on online gaming. In fact,
I dare these guys to go say that to Mara Jade.
Yeah, just like you see, anyone who probably saw this is, you're gonna
voice.
Okay, I'm just gonna
voice masking. There's this thing called voice masking.
You can change your voice
to fit any game or mood.
What do you think about that?
I've got to get this in my house. How do you do it?
All about broadband, my man. You gotta have a high-speed internet service.
Like DSL or cable?
Exactly.
DSL.
Like, seriously, again. This guy like never used a phone in his life, or just know anything. Is like, he been living under a rock. I don't know.
You're learning much, Grasshopper.
So these people, they can hear me in real time.
We can hear you, fool.
Yeah, how about shutting up and starting the race?
All right, let's go.
You stink, Dark Master. My grandma drives faster than you.
God.
I gotta hear what he responds with first.
Right.
Mine, oil slick.
We are gonna so beat you.
You're mine, oil slick. That's the best you got.
Oh please! Like seriously, I think somebody on GTA called me called me a proper garden tool apparently because apparently this person just went all gung ho trying to do things. I was trying to like do some setups for like the casino heist, and of course because I couldn't just
proper garden tool.
Yeah, that's just a more nicer way of saying yeah, because again, we're not gonna say it because Susan might be watching. So,
That reminds me, I have a topic about YouTube. They're actually doing something good for a change.
Okay, let's get through this and let's hear about it.
That dude's a jerk.
I heard that you are so going down.
Grass, press the mute button.
No, that mutes everybody. I got a better idea. Let's mute that oil spew instead. Hey, Dirk, can you tell your audience what I'm going to do?
What Oil Slick doesn't know is that we're using the handy player mute button, available only on Xbox Live, to shut him up.
You guys are so pathetic. You chop my...
Gotta love that feature. And that's the race. Check out the results screen. It shows everyone's standings in the race. Hey, Roadhog's cool and a worthy opponent. Let's add him to our friends list.
Well, how do I do it?
Oh, the friends list is a really cool way to keep track of the people we'd like to play against. When we add Roadhog to my list,
you
he'll
didn't
show up
explain
on
how to
my
do it,
list.
motherfucker.
Exactly. You just like, come on. This is supposed to be a promotional thing about how the things are done. You didn't explain shit, Matt.
Every time I go live.
Okay, so how do we do it?
Go to the players list and send a friend request. Now Roadhog will get an invitation to be on my friends list.
Cool. I accept.
All right, now that Grasshopper is out of the way, I can make a game just the way I like it. This time I'm going to create an Optimatch so I don't wind up with losers like that Oil Slick freak. All right, see, I can choose to find a match or create a match. I'm setting up the game type, which track I want to race, how many laps, and my experience level. Expert, of course. I'm going to invite my friends. Oh, hey, there's Roadhog. I'm going to send him an invitation to race with me. We'll see if he accepts.
Oh, well, you know, look who's also here. Everyone welcome the Master Disaster and also the person who refuses to bend the knee, the Woke Breaker.
Hello, Woke Breaker.
Hey, dude, you there? Hello? Okay, I guess he's idle for now. Well, let's continue.
Dark Master,
Eat my
I accept
dust.
your invitation. You're going down.
And there's Where's My Car. He's a buddy of mine, too. Looks like he's playing NFL Fever. Check this out. I can invite him while he's playing another game. All right, now watch as I send him a game invite. There it is. He checks out his friends list, see who's sending him a friendly challenge.
Sweet. Invite from Dark Loser.
Yeah. It sounds like he doesn't really like you all that much.
It sounds like nobody likes him.
Exactly.
It's like candy
And
from
gee, I wonder why.
And he happily accepts an invite from one of his good buddies. Now all he needs to do is swap out his game
Yeah, good buddy. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so, Matt.
disc, and we'll be ready to roll.
Are you ladies ready to roll?
Ready when you are.
Sayonara, guys. I've been waiting for you at the finish line. I can just inch around. And yeah!
Woo! Losers! I win!
All right, nice take.
Whoa, check this out. Number 1, national leaderboard, baby. Yeah! Woo! Hey, whoa, guys, where you going? Come on. You saw
Even the crew doesn't want to be around this guy.
that, right? Number 1, baby. Yeah! Number 1.
Yeah, so again, this is just like you seriously are gonna see those kind of insults on Xbox Live. Yeah. No, you're not. And I guess we lost World Breaker. I mean,
I guess he got canceled.
That's not good.
I'm joking.
Yeah, but so what is it you were gonna say about the whole change on YouTube?
Apparently they're up. As we well know, that the copyright claim system is draconian at best on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it is.
Well, what's the best way to put this? You know that it takes 30 days for a claimant to follow up, right?
Yeah.
On their claim on the content. Well, now that's being reduced to 7 days.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So in other words, if you get a claim like on your video and it gets blocked or whatever, whoever's claiming it, when you file a counter, they have 7 days to reply. And if they don't in 7 days, everything is supposed to go back to normal. Instead of waiting 30 days with your monetization of whatever in limbo for monetized channels, it's only going to be a week now. So that's actually a good thing here.
I hope so, because I know one thing though. But the only reason why they always copyright claim people because again because the people who you actually claim, even if you change things around and try to do it as fair use, like I actually used the clip from SpongeBob to like showcase Phil versus my friend Bear64, which again I'm probably gonna get claimed for again by just showing it as is, but I'll show it here.
Win this one for the Krusty Krab!
For the Krusty Krab!
Win this one because I told you to!
Because you told me to!
Face sticks! Get your face sticks here!
So yeah, just showing that clip at one time, I'm probably easily gonna get claimed for that.
And I'm also gonna say this next part on my channel on Breaking Rocks tomorrow too, that this is a step in the right direction for YouTube, but it's just one step of many that YouTube needs to make with the copyright claim system.
Yeah, exactly. Because we already know that they're gonna put even larger channels that are larger than mine and yours are obviously, even they're getting channel banned. I mean, like I think Midnight's Edge, I think they constantly are like getting their subscriber numbers like removed, or they're not getting notified. And I have been seeing this. I haven't been getting notified for a lot of their videos.
Yeah, well, I don't get notified for a lot of channels videos, and I'm like sub to like 300 different fucking channels.
Yeah, exactly. I'm subscribed to at least 140, I think.
Now, on the other hand, I'm glad my phone isn't going off with a video every fucking day from all of them.
Yeah.
But still, the only ones that I generally get notified, apparently, for whatever fucking reason, are mine.
Yeah.
In other words, hey, did you know that Drew Dad Entertainment? Yes, I did, because I'm live right now, motherfucker. Anyway.
Yeah, but again, and also the other major thing we all know about is, of course, they removed the dislike button because it's supposed to protect the feelings of small creators like me. Susan. The dislikes, you already know one thing. You're automatic. You're gonna get people who are gonna hate. You're gonna get haters. But the only reason is you're trying to pander to the corporate channels so they don't get ratioed to hell when there's a really crappy trailer for a bad movie that nobody wants to go see.
But to be fair, the dislike button being removed is actually helping smaller creators that don't get as many views as Geeks and Gamers or Nerdrotic. Channels like the Star Wars channel. It's actually helping smaller channels like that in comparison to larger channels like Nerdrotic.
I wouldn't think. I would say you have a pretty large channel. I mean, or even then, I'd still think you're a small channel. If you have less than like maybe maybe 10, like 100,000 subs or less, you're a small channel. But if you have more, you're a pretty like normal channel. But if you have like over 1 million subscribers, you're obviously a big channel.
I'm not talking about subs here. I'm talking about views in comparison.
Oh.
Because if you look at the views, Gary, a Friday Night Tights and Erotic, is getting more views than the Star Wars YouTube channel. But then again, a lot of people are.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing, though. Yeah, how is this helping me? My videos aren't getting like promoted. My videos aren't getting like recommended to people because, of course, I guess because someone who doesn't lean or my opinions don't align with Silicon Valley, yeah, we just gotta sweep this guy under the rug because we can't have somebody like this guy just trying to speak like actual common sense because we don't believe in common sense ourselves. Just like I haven't like put it on a video, put it here on a video. Let me see if I can find it. No. Hold on. All right, just got.
As you were talking about not getting noticed, that reminded me to tweet out the stream.
All right, thanks. Yeah, I know. I tweeted out just as soon as I went live.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Because first of all, the only way that we're going to get noticed is by word of mouth. First of all.
Yeah, but yeah, this is the kind of thing. Let me share it really quickly. They'll actually go full screen. Here we go.
Hey, your rating is
loser.
Yeah, but look at the comment section, even the one I wrote. YouTube removes dislikes. Hang on, let me see if I can zoom it in a little bit. Wait, no. Crap. What did I do? Okay, yeah. YouTube removes dislikes. This will help small channels and creators. Every non-Snowflake user, including me. Hey, your rating is dumbass. Yeah. Good. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, that's the whole thing, though. We all know this kind of insanity about YouTube helping creators. It's all a lie. It is all a lie. So yeah.
Makes me want to go on the White House's YouTube channel and leave a comment. Your rating is propaganda.
Yes.
and see if I get banned off Twitter or wherever.
I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised because again, if your politics don't line up, it's bad. I mean, even like other people on here, like people I think like Melanie Mack. Like the kind of stuff she said, I mean, of course, you have somebody who will say, "Oh, she's just a pick me girl, dude." No, she's just speaking common sense. Like I'm speaking common sense.
Tom McDonald released a video recently called "Names," and in it he mentions something along the lines of, I'm trying to remember the word from the song now. Talking about you complain about the left, you complain about the right, or something along those lines. But I'm somewhere in the middle, and you don't know what to do with that.
Exactly. But this is the world we live in. You see, it's in everything. They want to make everything. Both sides see everything very black and white.
Yeah, and they've taken the middle so far left that it makes me want to go on the internet every time and yell, "Give me my fucking fence back."
That's perfect. Yeah, again.
Because the way I was before 2020 was simply I was just playing games, minding my business. I don't talk about politics. I fucking hate doing it.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
But yet here I am.
Yeah, even like back in 2012, I mean, I know it was the first year I was able to vote, and I mean, look, I didn't really care that too much. I didn't really care about politics, but I just went and voted. But the one major thing I really cared more about was getting my copy of Halo 4, and that was it. Nothing else mattered. So again, it's just like, but again, 2016 kind of like is the year that broke America.
Now, politically, I'm at a point where, yeah, I talk about it on YouTube and whatnot, but anytime I see signs go up in my area every 2 years and every 4 years, I simply am just saying to people, I can't wait till fucking January.
Yeah. Hey, Bears, how are you, man?
Until it's all over.
It is. All right.
Except for right now, I'm not looking forward to January because that's when I'm going to have to start packing all this shit up. Because I'm moving in the spring, hopefully.
Yeah, and I know one thing. Up here, I already know one thing. I'm more worried about like the snow coming down. And I know I really had to fly down for Christmas. Hey, don't worry about it, Bear. It's cool. Yeah, so I had to fly down for Christmas to see family, and I really absolutely hate it. I think the restrictions are still there. Hell, they still say there are restrictions somewhat. I think like going on at like San Diego Comic-Con going on right now. They still have those. They still have like COVID restrictions, but again, nobody wants to wear their masks because I'm pretty sure people are at this point are tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it. All right. And anything else you want to talk about?
I'm not sure if you want to talk about AOC or not.
Oh right, the idea where she. oh right, yeah. I'm gonna briefly talk about that. She wanted to act. She acted like she's getting arrested. No, she wasn't. She's trying to put on a face for the camera. And I think the guy they had on like Friday Night Tights pretty much kind of like made those posts about saying how attractive she is or whatever. No, this woman, honestly, I think this woman wants to be like Chancellor Sattler from V for Vendetta. She wants to be that. She wants to basically be that, or Kamala Harris.
If you want an attractive Latina, I know one. Well, I don't know her personally, but there's Minority Home.
Oh, okay.
And you can go find her on YouTube and Twitch. And she's actually generally a nice person to people. So,
yeah, and just a little bit of just to show off a little bit of promotion here. Hang on. All right, but since he won't make it, but anyone else who comes back and watches this video later, everyone here.
in my opinion, what makes one attractive isn't so much physical outward appearance; it's personality for me.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, that's the kind of
and it's mostly personality for me. So
yeah, but I know the thing is, some people are very, very shallow, and I think social media has kind of exacerbated this. I mean, you see all these like Instagram, these influencers with their bikini, posting all their bikinis and their bikini pictures and thirst traps and whatnot. It's just like, yeah, essentially in many ways you could see almost as someone like, oh, this is like advertising for a date, for being on a dating app or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone here, since Bears isn't going to be here, everyone go sub to him. He's an amazing guy. In fact, he actually did a playthrough of Titanfall 2's campaign just recently. And I mean, again, I personally loved that franchise, and I think maybe I might do a playthrough of it myself. And
are you a fan of Dave Chappelle like I am?
I actually remember my sisters watched the Chappelle Show all the time. I even caught a few skits.
My brother watched that almost religiously when we were younger.
Yeah.
And the reason I bring him up is because he was supposed to do a thing at a nightclub recently somewhere.
Yeah,
called,
actually, in Indianapolis, I think, right?
Yeah, and they decided to pull the plug on it.
Yeah, they bent the knee. I know. Well, again, Woke Breaker, we need you back. We need your insight on a lot of things, man. We do.
And I can say this: congratulations, you've just secured your place to go under.
Yep, but that's the whole thing. They still believe in the idea of, oh yeah, we got to be woke as hell, and people will still come in. No, those people will just give you a little applause for being virtuous, and they'll just go.
And the people that would have come in, you are giving them their money back if you're doing that at all for the tickets for the canceled Dave Chappelle show, and they're taking that money over to the place where he's now going to, because he's got a new venue for it. So
yeah, exactly.
Congratulations, you've sent your business elsewhere.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Let's see. I think I wrote down the name of the place too. Yeah, it's called First Avenue Club. So, congratulations, First Avenue. You've given yourself an expiration date.
Absolutely. But yeah, it's just like the ridiculous thing. I mean, we already know we all know they want to claim cancel culture isn't real, but it is. Clownfish is calling you out. Freaking that Star Wars girl's calling you out. Hell, I think she got into with this person named Lizzo. I don't know who the hell she is, but apparently everyone's supposed to think like all these people who are famous. I don't know who the hell some of these people even are.
Well, you have more than just those people calling them out. You also have Ryan Kinnell.
Yeah, I know. I'm only talking about the people who are obviously like these really big celebrities that are calling out. Like this chick Lizzo.
Well, considering that Ryan Kinnell has met and knows Gina Carano, I call him a celebrity.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, I know one thing, and that's kind of the reason why a lot of people don't really care about Star Wars. I mean, she was supposed to be the star of Rangers of the New Republic, but of course they put dampers on that because Kathleen Kennedy didn't want things done her way. So she said, "Yeah, fire Carano. She's an actual strong, independent woman. Yeah, we don't need her. We need to prop up women who can't actually fight their way out of a paper bag. We got to prop them up, and we have to be nasty as hell. Those are real and strong, independent women." Not ones who actually can stack up and actually kick ass. Yeah, a really scrawny chick can kick ass easy, but somebody like Gina Carano who probably could knock you out in one punch. Like seriously, it'd be fun to actually have a lot of these SJWs and even the Sword Boy types try to see if they can go up against Gina Carano. They probably flinch and run away just her attempting to swing a punch at them. Because these are the type of people that will curl up and freak out. Hell, we couldn't, and even then, even in the military, if our military is woke and we're facing an enemy at some point in the future, they're gonna drop and surrender immediately, or they're just gonna run for the hills. Because I think even China, they've got like female soldiers too.
I'm going to do a version of this on my channel tomorrow, which it's going to get a little more political because my brother's going to be there. But it's would you rather, if you think, would you rather be locked in a room, and would you feel safe with who would you feel more safe with locked in a room with, AOC or Gina Carano?
Definitely Gina.
Because on the one, well, if you are a woke white liberal, it's probably neither. It should be because in the case of AOC, you say one thing, she'll cancel you. if you get locked in with Gina, she'll probably just beat the crap out of you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just the whole thing. Like, again, look, they actually. Why is it again? These people want to like claim the idea that they're nice people, and yeah, they say the most heinous crap, and they say they're doing. And they're saying even like that there's even like that dude who was like sort of unhinged, and he obviously shot up an apartment building. And of course, you got BLM protesters showing up and just
We're going to be talking about that on Breaking Rocks on Sunday too, even though I'm not advertising it for obvious reasons, Mama Susan.
Yeah, but like I said though, for me, yeah, I got nothing to lose. If people, I mean, like I said, most of the stuff I talk about, I do on my channel is just mostly gaming, writing, and I even want to talk about tokusatsu. You got a taste of that but I want to get, like I said, I'm going to try and get the production value of my channel up if I can actually like scrounge up money to get the things I need. Because so far, my desktop computer, this camera I'm using, and my microphone are like the only things, and my PlayStation 4 are like the only things I have to produce content on my channel and Twitch. That's
generally how I do things, except for my microphone is in my laptop. So
yeah, and that's just kind of how it is. But again, you really think that you can't really have all this stuff. But again, like I said, they're trying to like, again, they're the type of people who basically are who will blame the victims. But yeah, they're gonna defend the person who was firing shots. They're gonna defend the person firing shots, and obviously the guy wasn't well and needed help. Even his father was even trying to call him on the intercom and telling him, "Son, you need to let the negotiators come in and talk to you." It's just like the whole thing. Like they were actually trying to prevent this, but of course, I know since he was firing and they actually had to stop him. Yeah, you think the police? Yeah, if someone's like going around threatening someone with a gun. No, the police are automatically going to pull a weapon on you because they're gonna think that they're gonna shoot them. So yeah, not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the whole thing now. And look, it's just this crazy idea that heck, I mean, even then she even tells like, yeah, the family are going through a lot more stuff, but yeah, you're more worried. Just leave the family of the person of the person in question who caused the incident and the victims, leave them in peace. But of course, you got GoFundMe's for the guy's funeral. Look, maybe a noble thing, but yeah, a lady felt unsafe with her children, mind you. And yeah, just like all this stuff is like really just strange.
And what bothers me the most about all of it was the way they defended themselves against her. They simply went, "You're alive." That's the best you can do to defend your idiotic fucking bullshit. Telling the victim that nothing's wrong because she's still alive. Yet they're defending a fucking criminal.
She had children.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure those kids are probably gonna be traumatized for the rest of their lives. But yeah, but okay, yeah. Oh, you're alive. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, you can probably go. No, if that lady or her kids are going around having nightmares for the rest of their life, yeah, they're not fine, you jackasses. And even then, you got a whole bunch of like white people who are claiming they stand for this stuff. No, you don't know anything. You think you want to know what it's like. It doesn't matter. But I've lived my life. I look at everyone from an individual standpoint. If you're an asshole, if you treat me badly, you're just an asshole to me. That's all you are.
And this whole story came to my attention from the YouTube channel of Liberal Hive Mind, so shout out to him.
Yeah.
And I found out about all of this. So.
Yeah, and I looked at it from Sargon of Akkad's podcast of the Lotus Ears. Shout out to them. So that's kind of the whole point, though. It's just this really, really odd thing we have to deal with. And hang on, I'm gonna try to see if I can send the thing.
And in all of this, Black Lives Matter, which had almost no credibility at this point, now has absolutely none whatsoever with the general public at this point.
Yeah, I'm DMing Wolfbreaker.
Sounds good.
Mm.
So he's your expert on slamming woke or fake woke.
Yeah. I mean, again, he is the woke breaker, so I'm pretty sure he has a lot of insights and keeps his ear to the ground a lot better than like everyone, like a lot of other people I know. I mean, I don't want to avoid most of this. I want to avoid most of this stuff, but
Like
again,
I'd like to do too, but sometimes you can't avoid certain things because you have to shine a light on some of the darkness to try to burn some of it away if at all possible.
Yep. Yeah, but that's just kind of that weird dichotomy we have to deal with. And even then, it's again, we all know this is YouTube, and of course, we all know us people talking like us. I mean, at best, you're gonna get shadow banned on here at best.
Big fucking deal. Only 5 people watch anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why are you getting so mad about it? You're worried we're gonna amass a cult. We're gonna amass a cult. You think all these people are amassing like a cult or something? People watch people like that Star Wars girl. They watch like Geeks and Gamers because they are tired. They don't want any of this. They don't want any of this bullshit. Heck, they even watch like Yellow Flash, Clownfish TV. It's a Gundam. All these people. Because they're tired of they're tired of all this garbage, and how they even called it out, even when at the peak of like when the Phantom Menace was just emerging.
The only time I got anywhere was when I was playing Miles Morales, like near launch on YouTube, and the reason for that was I was playing Ghost of Tsushima at the time. I had just did my unboxing for Miles Morales because my copy came 2 days early, which sometimes happens from retailers when you buy a physical copy, right?
Yeah.
People saw that. They came into my chat, like 90-odd some people. I'm like, well, this is weird. 90 people are watching me play Ghost of Tsushima when normally one person does. Okay. Then they started saying, why aren't you playing Miles Morales if that's a real copy, blah, 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 to the point where I was like, I'm going to break for lunch here, but seeing as how you guys are so hell-bent on trying to get me to play Miles Morales, even though I know what will happen if I do so, because it was the day before it came out, I went, fuck it. I played it right after lunch. About 30 minutes into the stream, it got taken down, and I got a copyright strike because I was not allowed to play it a day early on stream. I knew that was going to happen, but I did that because some people were saying, this is fake, it's not real, this is a fake channel. How can a channel this small get a review copy, blah, blah, blah. I was defending my honor by doing that, and rightly so.
Yeah.
And I willingly took the strike to prove this is real, folks. This does happen from time to time.
Yeah.
And during that stream that got taken down, the official tick of how many viewers it got was like 70,000 people.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. So the closest I will ever come to getting anywhere near like anything major was that. And that grew the Drew Games channel overnight from like 30 or 40 or 50 people or whatever it was to almost 300 subs in 2 days.
Nice.
And I've maintained over 250 cents. So shout out to Sony and Miles Morales. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for copyright striking me at the time because you benefited me.
Yeah, and like I said though, I know my last episode, Talking Pinheads number 10, because I used that clip. I used that clip I showed you earlier from SpongeBob multiple times, and I was just mostly just watching and like picking up, just like going through like everything of a stream that where Phil was on playing with Bear64, playing his series he does weekly, known as Subpar Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, like a lot of my videos, I think the most popular one of my videos is wrong button. Is one of my episodes of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. It got 618 views. And I know I've gotten multiple views for a few other things. Some of them were just random streams for like the 1 hour like a 1-year special for CTR 2 years back, and I even did like a few things of like Mass Effect 3's multiplayer as well, and even like I randomly got a few views for Horizon Zero Dawn just before Forbidden West came out. And I know it's just like you always have all these different, sometimes like some videos get a lot of work, but I think some of the videos that do kind of suffer a little bit in views are the ones where I do and just re-upload them from Twitch.
For future reference, I can think of 4 channels off the top of my head that are completely safe for you to react to should you ever want to do that on streams. Desert North, that being my younger brother, who does mostly memes on his channel of anything that he feels like memeing.
Okay.
And then Joshy064, but he just does live streams like once every like year or something, just unboxing something. Who also works on Breaking Rocks with me. And then there's Druidette Games and Druidette Entertainment. You're welcome to do anything you want with any of my shit. And don't worry about anything.
And that's the same thing with anyone else. I even say to Phil, if you want to like critique want to like EFAP some of my content on your open mic streams at some point in the future, you're free to. Anyone can go ahead and just like do that. And I can understand, everyone's gonna critique. People will critique, and I mean, I'd say, if you're gonna also, if you want to be a hater, I say go ahead. You can go ahead and hate. I actually love to get more attention and get more interaction.
That goes back to the video from Tom McDonald called Names, because that's exactly what he's talking about. You're gonna hate, so go ahead and hate. Give me your worst.
Exactly. And I mean, I already know there's a few people. I mean, probably some of them, I think some of them probably are probably still somewhat stalk my channel, but I know they'll probably out themselves if they did show up, because I think in one of my one of the things for the Frozen Wilds, I think one person who I'm pretty much not on speaking terms with because he turned into a total jerk. And I know a friend of our I think another friend of ours who's also a mod on my channel, Killzone. He and I both know who one of these 3 guys are. And I know I just didn't give him that time of day. Heck, I even timed out because he was also just spamming a bunch of nonsense in the chat too. So that's kind of the whole thing though. Sometimes it's best when you don't really like give them. It's even best when you don't give them their time of day, because I know that's the best way to make some of those people you really just don't want to deal. You really don't want to deal with. That's the best way to make them go away. Hopefully. But that's just how it is on the internet. But I just see this just a side thing I'm doing. I mean, it's just nice to get more subs and get interaction on my channel. It'd just be nice to just talk with a lot of people.
Exactly. Exchanging information is how you learn and grow.
Exactly. And that's just primarily how it all goes.
Well, it's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there how it goes today, because you'll find someone reading about nothing.
Yes, exactly. Now, is there anything else that you want to talk about on here?
No, not really. Is there anything going on gaming?
I don't know. I think
I know that Madden released their ratings for certain players, and that pissed a lot of people off, like they do every fucking year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's something to talk about. Yeah. Sports games. I already know that. I don't like them unless it's Rocket League. It's just I don't really care.
The only sports game that's generally any decent, in my opinion, is MLB The Show. So
yeah, I'd say that's pretty consistent because it's baseball. And I know they at least try to give it quality, unlike EA and 2K, who just try to put everything out there and just
it's sad to me though when the game is more quality than the actual sport on TV. That's the case with MLB for me right now. Because when you're worried about players not being there because they said something, not in the starting lineup because they said something's wrong.
All right. Well, the thing is also, darn, oh man, I lost my train of thought here.
And I'm glad that Joe Mauer retired when he did. Famous Minnesota Twin player.
The only thing notable about baseball that I was kind of excited for somewhat is that the Chicago Cubs actually finally won a World Series in like more than 70 years.
It was actually well over 120 or something. But
really, I thought it was 70 years.
They won it first in 1908, I think, and then it was 2016 when they won it again.
Yeah, I think so. I forgot. I said
So that was like almost 120 years.
Yeah, and I know like Back to the Future predicted that the Cubs were going to win the 2015 World Series. Apparently,
well, they missed it by like a year.
Yeah, they did. Actually, 2 years because they won that World Series in 2017.
Oh well, still was 1 year off from 200 from 120 years then, so it was 119 then.
Yeah, and I mean, we already know about how everything's going, but I think I also did say this, and I know Phil should stream this. I know currently he's streaming the Uncharted games.
Oh yeah, he's been doing that lately.
Yeah, so hang on, I'm gonna plug Phil's channel if I can find him. Oh, okay, so you okay. Yeah, so everyone go sub to Phil's channel. Or maybe I'll try to send that again. It's not very good. All right. So yeah, there you go. Go sub to Phil's channel. I told Phil that he should sub that new game called Stray, which is about a cat that's going through some futuristic apocalyptic world.
I feel like that's like $30 or $40 or something.
I think it is. It's just a nice little indie game, and I think seeing Phil play it would have been very nice, really cool. I mean, again, I think Nemo would have enjoyed it too. Or hell, maybe Phil should also make it seem like Nemo's playing it, but it's actually him. that'd be just cute. Yeah, Nemo plays Stray. Seriously, Phil, if you're going back and watch this later, do it. Play Stray. Cat owners around the world will thank you.
That reminds me of when I tried to play Red Dead Redemption 2. What I wound up titling them when I port them over to YouTube is Red Dead Redemption 2 Plays Drew. With the random encounter shit in the game.
Yeah.
Because I'm just riding along minding my own business, then a stagecoach of bandits comes out and kills me. I'm like, well, I guess I'm starting back at camp again. That's nice.
Yeah, but also the thing is another game. Like I think I kind of get like copyright claimed, even though when I started playing it was The Quarry. It's the same game from the people who made Until Dawn,
and
it was published by 2K this time instead of Sony Computer Entertainment. So I mean, it still has all the same beats, bunch of like sub characters that are from a sort of horror movie, but this time it takes place at like a summer camp, while Until Dawn took place on a mountain on an abandoned ski lodge mostly.
Are the controls just as clunky as Until Dawn?
Yes, they are.
Well, then that's their style. Then having clunky controls.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of what it is. I mean, I mean, you could still use that kind of technology and make an actual movie out of it. I mean, I think they did that with Mars Needs Moms, but I know that CGI was bad back then. The CGI was bad. I mean, sure, it's looks good enough, but it's still kind of like not so great because sometimes the facial animations just don't, or just look kind of unnatural. I know they're trying to really make it authentic because they have those little dot sensors they put on and try to capture the character's facial animations and whatnot. I mean, you could still use that and make it for like an actual movie. I think that would be an interesting way how to make films. And plus, it'll be less cost effective. You could just build an entire environment in a computer like we can do now with like all the more recent Marvel films and a lot of CGI heavy films.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much how it kind of really goes.
Recently on my second channel, we for Breaking Rocks, I think last week did our first half of the year best of everything. So with that in mind, what would you consider the best game of the first half of 2022, Jet?
There's not really much to say. And I know I haven't really like gotten very far in Horizon Forbidden West, but I'd say I was anticipating that game. So far, I think the game is pretty solid. I know I haven't beaten it yet, and again, no spoilers, please, people.
I haven't beaten it either, so don't worry about me.
Yeah, so yeah, Horizon's good, and I think the Quarry is okay. I mean, I kind of like there's like, but every single time, in both games, there's like maybe there's two characters I absolutely really like. There's maybe two characters I'm kind of like, they're kind of iffy, and two characters I absolutely hate.
That reminds me of what we agreed was the official Drew Dat Game's best game of the first half of the year, and that's Elden Ring.
Oh yes, everybody had Killzone. I saw him play Elden Ring. Holy crap! It looked like a really great game. But I know one thing: you can actually see how bad I am at Soulsborne games. Hold on, let me see if I'm trying to find your channel.
However, my opinion during that stream was in the category of Drew's most disappointing game of the year. And for me, that was Elden Ring. In that I was expecting like a tougher version of Skyrim. Well, it certainly is that, I'll tell you that. But it's tough to the point where if you go in expecting an action-adventure game, you're gonna fucking hate it. Because it's a Souls game pretending to be an action-adventure game. Or an action-adventure RPG. And not the other way around. It's not an action-adventure RPG pretending to be a Souls game. Which would have been better in my personal opinion. But
yeah.
Which is why I'm not playing it anymore.
Yeah, I know personally, like I said though, if you can basically beat a lot of bosses on like those games, hell, there's another person who is in Killzone, but I know this guy. He was a part of the group that I no longer associate myself with, and he actually beat one of the toughest bosses in Dark Souls 2 with a ladle. Yes, you heard that right. He actually fought a boss with a ladle. If you can do that, I even consider him a demigod. If you can do a lot of stuff with something like that, I really consider you a demigod of gaming. And it's doing that in a Soulsborne game. But you are true. But again, you already know you're true god tier if you can do it with Donkey Kong bongos or a Guitar Hero controller.
And since we're talking about Souls, fun fact, I actually have up on Drew Dat Games the video of the moment where I actually quit playing Elden Ring on stream on Twitch.
Okay, yeah, but let me go back and show you how horrible I am at playing any sort of like Soulsborne game. Just gotta really backtrack through
If it's as bad as me, then I respect you.
Trust me, it's bad. It's really, really bad.
And if you're worse than me, then I respect you more.
Okay, let me just share my screen here. Oh, hey Tim. Hey Tim, how are you?
Hey Tim.
Okay. And I appropriately titled it this.
I can't and won't get good.
Yeah, so you automatically know, everybody. I'm terrible at these kind of games.
Oh, Bloodborne.
Hello, all.
I remember this. I was actually getting better at this.
Okay, sorry about that. Notification there. And that was back when I was still using a damn Turtle Beach headset. Halloween's just around the corner, so why not play a little bit of this as a random live stream? But going forward, I will be streaming until dawn from the 29th to the 31st, so stay tuned for that. So, without further ado, let's get into this shit. I've only made it to Central Yarnum, so already I just suck at this game.
I have no idea how far through this I made it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I barely remember.
For everyone anyone who just joins, yeah, I think you already get the title. So yeah, I'm already know that I'm not good at this game. So bear with me here.
So far, I recognize everything.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad so far.
The whole crowd right there. This is only the part where
I remember them because this street gave me the toughest time.
Yeah. Tried that, and well, you can already guess what happens. Like even when I got past that gate, it was probably the furthest I got all the way down there. So yeah.
And you have to do this whole thing in one life.
So much stuff you got to keep track of in your inventory.
I didn't even get that far to even pay attention to that shit. in
Yeah, exactly. So again, all you Soulsborne alumnus, yeah. Again, I applaud you if you actually can manage to keep track of all this stuff because I can't.
Much less play all the way through the main story of these games, whatever the fuck they are.
You that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with
I didn't even know about this.
Trot along, will ya?
The British.
Now I picture the French guy from Monty Python, Holy Grail. Hello? Are you that Englishman?
I remember the mantra from like one of these trailers, like, we are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood.
And die by it.
Yep. Over and over and over again.
Yeah. Throwing rocks in the other direction?
Yes.
Look how it works.
Just imagine if a pitcher on a baseball team started pitching towards second.
Oh boy.
Well, that's obviously a ball, sir.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a balk.
Ah, it's man of the hour.
Hey, Killzone.
Hey, yep. Yeah, we actually mentioned how much of a badass you were at Elden Ring, though, dude. Again, compared to the gameplay you see here, yeah, you were automatically already a demigod.
All right.
And I'm just a lowly peon.
Makes me want to try to use a ladle in Skyrim next time I play it on stream.
Oh, okay.
If that even works, I'm not sure on console with mods. To see if you can even use a ladle as a weapon.
Oh shit.
At that time, I didn't know what that was beyond there.
There's a boss in there. Because that door in there is the furthest that I got into Bloodborne.
Yeah.
And spoiler for me, I didn't get past whatever was in that door.
Yeah. Once again, you can see I'm bad at this. She's a jet spike. It's so fucking bad at this. Yeah, I know. I know I'm terrible at this.
There he is. Hey, you found my fence.
This kind of shows I'm not all that good at this game.
That reminded me when I was trying to play Star Wars Squadrons. Me and flying games don't mix.
Yeah. I mean, if it was in third person, I think I would have like tolerated. But why go for a first person thing and give it more authenticity or whatever?
But me and Star Wars Squadrons mixed well enough for my brother to make a meme on his channel about me playing it. So on his channel, he has a meme making fun of my flying skills in a TIE fighter. And he used a snippet from Independence Day for his meme, too. Like the guy who had been drinking all day, he's like, oh, I can fly. 5 minutes later, all right, you alien assholes.
Going full independency on that shit?
Yeah. And then it cuts to me running into the back of another ship in a TIE fighter.
Oh. Everyone here in the town of Yana have seemingly gone mad.
If you check out Desert Nord, you'll see the meme that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then he also did one of me killing him in Game Beast too. When I threw him off of the top of the lighthouse. Well, so far you're doing good.
Yeah, I'm going for a second attempt here.
Now you're going the way that I went. Right through the horde. Because when I first saw that, I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure I gotta go that way, so fuck it.
Oh shit. Oh no.
As King Arthur said, run away!
Oh, Spox, you suddenly do play like you suck at this game. Yes, Doctor, I'm aware. I'm acutely aware. But again, this is the kind of torture you're gonna endure with games like these.
Yeah.
Seeing as much as I've seen other people play these games, but I'm not among them. Hell, I'm not even close. Seriously, the guy who beat Souls games with the damn Donkey Kong bongos is a fucking god of gaming compared to someone.
That reminds me, I saw a guy using the Donkey Kong bongos trying to play a WWE 2K game.
and he still was a master at it.
I think he was trying to do like just a generic match, and it worked.
Wow! Once again, that man. Everyone, we should start a new religion and build temples in honor of this guy.
So shout out to Dank Ops on YouTube for getting through a match with the Donkey Kong bongos in WWE 2K18 or whatever year that was that he was playing.
Exactly. I know. But moving from one Souls game to another,
and that also reminds me of another YouTuber who was I think his video was called The Useless World of PlayStation 1 Accessories, and he was playing the games that those accessory controllers were designed for. And then at the end of his video, tried playing a whole bunch of other games with those controllers to see what you could do in them. And I think he used in one game the controller for a train simulator, and all he could do was move the character with it. In the case of another game.
that was Cat Icarus.
Yeah, CAD, yeah.
Yeah. But moving on from something I actually was close to it, but I think I fared a little better in it, is, of course, good old Jedi Fallen Order. Next, we are going to head to Zeppo.
Which Souls purists would call this the redheaded stepchild of Souls games.
Yeah, apparently.
In terms of style. Which is kind of funny, considering the main character is a redhead.
Yeah, I mean, everyone really gives redheads a lot of crap, though. I mean, I know people want to make jokes that they have no souls, but I mean, come on, you guys understand they're more rare than you think.
Mm-hmm. And they burn easy too.
We'll check that real quick, and then we'll head up to Zeppo. Right.
But then again, I burn easy too, and I'm pretty sure I'm not a redhead.
Yeah, if you got really pale skin, yeah, you're gonna burn really quickly.
Yeah. So I guess I'm a adopted brother of the redheads. Then I don't know. So shout out to Geeky Sparkles of Clownfish TV.
In fact, I say shout out to the entire Clownfish family.
Yeah. Or, well, to all of Geeks and Gamers and all of the Nerdrotic family, too, which is just as many people, and a lot of the same people as Clownfish.
I forgot about that.
And I noticed something recently in a video that was suggested of you to me on YouTube recently. It fell into the category of channels that people that watch Drudette Entertainment watch, and it was one of your things.
Oh, nice.
So shout out to YouTube for coupling the right people together in a collection on the YouTube app on Xbox.
Yeah. Just sit back and enjoy the gameplay and my random commentary at points.
But I've also seen that when, like, one of my things popped up for me, and it was in a list of things of something along the lines of videos that people that watch Phil TMNT watch, and it was Drudette Entertainment. I'm like, once again, good job, YouTube.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure since I've watched a lot of Phil's videos, I'm pretty sure a lot of them is going to recommend it along with Bears. But yeah, no, Bears also extremely wings a lot of the stuff he does, and he's got. And again, congrats on him for a few months back. He's been he's got a little past 100 subscribers, and again, I'm proud of him.
And I'm stuck in the middle of good company, Jet and Phil.
Drew, no. I'm less worthy. You got 300. I'm probably on the shorter end than you both are.
I think your content is better than mine. So I say you two are the cookies on the outside and I'm the cream. So
that's really and I'd say really just I don't really like to be flattered a lot. I don't like to be.
Well, I like to be flattered, but when it happens, I usually go, "Are you sure?" Because I think my content sucks.
Oh boy. Oh, they're only reacting to the skags. A lot of random things that can happen, even listening to some of the dialogue.
I thought you were a Jedi. You're supposed to go defend him.
Yeah, again, that's all you're really fighting in this game. You're fighting either wildlife or stormtroopers or Night Brothers or zombies. Well,
eventually you do fight Dark Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah, out of all the people you fight in you only really fight like 3.
And then eventually you find someone at the end. You're like, shit, run.
We already know who. We already know who it is.
Well, if you don't, you should, because if you saw the commercial for the game, you know.
Yeah, but again, it still really goes to one thing though. At least both like the ninth sister and the second sister in this are obviously way better, more fleshed out characters than Reva.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, so at least she was more tactical.
Which is why I'm looking forward to this game sequel.
Skinning again?
Because I trust Respawn, even though I don't trust EA.
Yeah.
Scout Troopers.
But so far, EA with this game has proven that, hey, at least they're giving Respawn a chance to actually make a good Star Wars game. And that's the thing, a good Star Wars game, not great, not bad, just a good Star Wars game, which is better than what we've gotten with the Battlefront series.
Yep.
Take her and go.
And then anything else Star Wars, if anything has come out other than that, I don't remember any of it. Other than Squadrons, like I said earlier.
Yeah, I know you have Battlefront 2. I think you got Star Wars. Yeah, but this is like the only thing in hell. Like even when they just announced the game, it was just Vincent Pella just sitting in the audience saying, "Oh yeah, we're working on a Star Wars game," and that's it. They literally just shafted it.
And you might even play as a Jedi in it.
It's like, guy, I was really hoping that we were gonna get a Titanfall 3. That's what I was hoping for. Because
well, I knew the rumors that EA was having Respawn do a Star Wars game when they acquired them, so I knew that announcement was going to come eventually. I just didn't think they would announce it by way of him sitting in the audience, just another person. No ceremony, no nothing. Just, hey, look who I found here. Are you working on anything? As a matter of fact, I am.
Yeah, once again, EA just showed that, we didn't really care too much. We didn't care too much about, Respawn when we acquired them. But when we saw the success, now we're just going to put them to the forefront. Yeah. Because you also believe that single-player games are not worth your time. And you're still going to keep doubling down on that. But guess what? Your stock is tanking, EA, so what's that tell you? We don't want any of your multiplayer live service shite.
Yeah.
and even he's gone woke. It's gotten really bad. All right, let me see. But the other thing is that Titanfall truly is something breathtakingly amazing. And again, I say it's probably one of the most underrated shooters of 2016. Hell, here's some amazing clips you see.
Yeah, I played all the way through it on PlayStation 4 at the time, and I have the Xbox One version that I got finished yet for Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about just trying to get through it on stream on Twitch.
Okay, Jaeger.
Yeah, and I know the ratio here. This is just from this is probably from people who probably don't really like me. That much I know. And this is Bears. You already know this is Bears because we were in the match together.
Point blank Archer. Yes, please.
Someone killed you with a point blank Archer?
No, I got a guy with a point blank Archer.
Yeah, but this one was muted because all the audio is too loud. Who's the guy? I think this is probably one of the best videos I did.
Your Titan is ready. Stand by for Titanfall.
Yeah, he teabags and thinks he's
Great takedown of the Titan.
and I crushed his Titan. And him along with it trying to get the battery.
Welcome back.
And look what happens next.
Keep fighting. Warning. Enemy pilot.
What happened there?
I bait him with a battery. I crushed his Titan, and he died while in my like Titan shield, and he just rage quit after that. It was too good.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is edited in Cheer Factory. This is just some of the amazing things that people can do in this game. This is why it's like all this action is crazy.
It still breaks my heart a little that the sales were what they were for Titanfall 2, especially since it came out sandwiched between Battlefield 1 and I think Call of Duty Infinite at the time.
Yeah,
so
just like
sandwiched in between two mainstream shooters. And a fun fact, I didn't buy either one of those other games. I bought at launch Titanfall.
Yeah, exactly. It looked good. It looked great.
It looked like something different other than the generic Battlefield comes out every year. So does Call of Duty. What's this Titanfall 2 thing? I remember seeing footage of Titanfall 1. Didn't play it because it was multiplayer only. But this thing's got a campaign. Let's see what happens. And the story was criminally underrated.
Yes, it was. And I mean, again, Bears and a few other people I played Titanfall with, we will probably sing this game's praises to the high heavens till the day we die.
Over here. 2 out. Now the rest.
Put that grenade there.
But then again, a small part of me with culture now doesn't want a Titanfall 3 because I don't want like a woke Titanfall campaign.
Yep, that is true. Gotta be careful on that.
Maybe it's for the better that we don't get a Titanfall 3 anytime soon, if ever.
Yeah. Sad to say, but that may actually be a good thing.
But then again, who knows what the campaign for Jedi Survivor is going to be like too?
Yeah, exactly.
All we can do is judge it based on what comes out. And also based on the previous game, so.
Yeah.
And the previous game has me hopeful for Survivor.
Exactly. And that's pretty much the whole thing. But I'm gonna show this last one. This is again shout out to Killzone. So this is one match I did with him a long time back. And I think 4 years ago.
Was that when Titanfall 2 came out?
No, it's 2016. This is 2018.
Oh, okay.
Again, I think even though there was like a small, but I think again the small community, at least on PlayStation, kept it alive. And I know, but only because somebody had to just go and ruin it because. And even then, when Apex came out, everyone just like all the people when they made Titanfall free for 1 month, it was like, wait, they stole all this stuff from Apex Legends. Like, no. Titanfall came out before Apex did. Freaking battle royale babies.
Except for I played Apex Legends at launch, and I was feeling like, how is this a Titanfall game?
Yeah, it's the same stuff. It's the same crap you see in Fortnite. Only you're doing it with like a squad, and it's either hit and it's very hit or miss because a lot of time. Everyone's gonna swipe all the good stuff first. First come, first serve. You see it, you're gonna grab everything I'm pretty much left picking up all the scraps.
I spent just about the entire one session that I played at launch or a couple sessions with friends of mine on Xbox Live going, okay, so where are the Titans? There aren't any? Then how is this a Titanfall game?
Exactly. But this is what happens. I mean, yeah, this is EA trying to create their own little battle royale cash cow. And now we got games like Warzone out, which makes me wonder where the hell was this game when Fortnite came out? Activision. Oh, right, you were trying to perfect. You only just do something when you actually want to follow a trend.
Yeah.
Seriously, Bobby Kotick needs a good firm kick to his groin. Maybe 4 or 5 good kicks to his groin.
Assuming he has grinds.
Yeah, true. Now, this game, what I really didn't like it's always in like some sort of arena. And Killzone saved my life on this.
At first, I thought that said round 1 role play or something. It's just replay.
We're doing great, team. They don't have a chance.
Maybe my mind just going down the gutter right now, and my mind just wants to role play or something.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought I'd like to see Respawn do, in the style of Titanfall, a Batman game.
Oh. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, because now I picture Batman doing wall runs.
Oh, yeah. But I'd say another thing, if anyone ever wanted to make a Titanfall movie, the only person I think can make it is Neil Blomkamp, because a lot of the things you see in all of his movies, I think Titanfall got a lot of inspiration from all the films like Chappie, Elysium. They got it all from that. I think like Steve Fukuda and Vin Zampella were probably big fans of Neil Blomkamp's
And we're going to need
films.
all of the known action stars in it.
Yeah, but I think we need somebody like a lot of people to play. Like, I'm not sure who would play people like Gates or Sarah Briggs. Or, of course, the game's protagonist, Jack Cooper. You could just get, like, the guy who voiced BT back.
I can think of one person to play Sarah Briggs, and that's Gina.
Oh, perfect.
Just stick her in a movie that someone else is making and uncancel her further.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. All we gotta do is, because that's the whole thing. They want to cancel. They want anything that is good because the people who make something good, they want to cancel. Because the thing is, look, guys, just admit it. Your stuff is shit. The woke crap you make is shit.
Well, we already know that since they aren't creating like a gay man or something. Instead, they're taking Superman or Superman's kid and they're taking established characters and switching their sexuality, which we know they're not from any previous book.
Or they're basically
creating their own characters, which would be interesting because a gay man would be interesting, especially if he flies backwards and his butt whistles.
Oh gosh.
Can you tell that I'm a fan of Jeff Dunham?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jingle bums, mine blew up, you see. Where are all the virgins that Bin Laden promised me? Stop! I kill you!
Yeah.
Good old Ahmed, the dead terrorist.
And in the case of Gay Man, that was from Peanut.
Yeah.
Flying backwards in your muscles.
Yeah. I think this is another video I'm proud of, I think. Unintentional wins.
Your Titan is standing by. Call it stand by for Titanfall. Way to take that Titan. Burning Titan. Now that's real beauty. You're picking that pilot apart. This back, I don't stand a chance. Keep fighting, pilot.
These next two are insane. How they just happened like that.
I did break that down for now. Good. That was the Vince McMahon thing. Because I couldn't remember if I wrote that down to talk about that. I'm breaking that. Because that's big news. Vince McMahon not with WWE anymore? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. And I mean, look, I think they also said there might have been like some I think he just stepped down because of sexual misconduct or something. I don't know.
There's allegations and potential lawsuits of sexual misconduct involving him, which is why he retired.
Yeah. That's from what I heard, yeah.
And the fact that he's actually retired and he's not actually in power running WWE anymore, my biggest question is, who the fuck is then?
Exactly.
Who is micromanaging Raw and SmackDown now?
Yeah. Who is it? His kids? I don't know. Does he have kids?
He has a daughter. I almost had a daughter Shane at first. A daughter Stephanie, and a son Shane. And both have been heavily involved with WWE on and off over the years. And before all of this came out, Stephanie was leaving WWE to go on leave or vacation to be with her kids and her family. Then this happened. Then WWE initially announced that she was taking over as interim CEO and chairwoman for him at the time. And the last I heard was she was going away again. So who the fuck's in charge then?
Again, interesting questions. Everyone subscribe to True Dat Games.
And True Dat Entertainment is where we talk about this, which is my secondary channel. Because I don't want to compromise the gaming channel for this shit.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, this last one here is also pretty good. And also that last one that happened there, I can't believe I grappled that guy as he was disembarking. And that's what you gotta be careful when you're like using the Ronin Titan. If you phase, you actually can end up coming out of phase and destroying your Titan that way. It's crazy. But other than that, if we got nothing else to talk about, I think we can probably end the stream right now. So, Drew, you got anything to plug before we end it out?
Yeah, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, Breaking Rocks and True Dat Entertainment, we'll be talking about the Vince McMahon situation, AOC pretending to be handcuffed, and we'll see what Joshi has to say about that. And let's see, what else did I have written here? We'll also be talking about the YouTube copyright 30 days to 7 days thing that we talked about here, and the Dave Chappelle thing that got canceled, and anything else that comes up between now and when we go live tomorrow afternoon. So beyond that, I don't plan anything out anymore. I haven't streamed games like in about a month now, so which I do want to get back to, but I've been taking a break from that lately. You got anything to plug?
Actually, since I also do Talking Pinheads, you already know I do writing streams, which I think you saw a little bit of last week, and I actually did do a new series known as Why I Love It, and my next in the series will be the 1993 action cartoon SWAT Cats: The Radical Squadron. So look forward to that this Tuesday at noon. So yeah.
I just remembered one more thing. Desert Nord and I are going to be filming an episode of Is It Worth It for the Drudat Games channel immediately after the Breaking Rock stream, which I will upload the same day to Drudat Games. We'll be talking about the game that my brother wants to talk about for Is It Worth It, and that's Elder Scrolls Online.
All right.
In other words, his favorite game right now.
All right. So yeah, thank you, Drew. So with that being said, I'm glad. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and may God and the Force be with you always. Peace out, everyone.